Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Clandestine. This is a very, very early access game on Steam at the moment, and it is a asymmetrical co-op game, although there is a solo option, which is the one I will be playing, since it's still very early and there's no one really doing co-op at the moment. And as I mentioned, this is a very, very early version of the game. It's version 0.2, so it's still unpolished, but I wanted to show this off because it has some good ideas, and I wanted to show exactly what the game has at the moment, even though it's still very early in development. Before I go too far into it, though, I'm just going to pop into the options menu for a second here. As you can see, it's so early right now that there's no real options here yet. This does run in Unity, so there is that whole Unity input tab, which I haven't tried yet to see if I could rebind anything in there, but that's another thing to keep in mind. But the reason I'm popping into here is because these volume control sliders do not appear to save from one session to the next. I've been running this session here, so I have set the music a little bit lower, and the effects for some reason, the music has a smooth slider, the effects for some reason are just like, you have to actually click within the slider. It doesn't quite work just yet. So just a little heads up there when you're into the game. But let's not sit on the menu screen here. Let's look at what the game has to offer right now. Right now we've got just challenge missions at the moment. These are basically just as they sound, just as written on the tin here. They're meant to be challenging. They're meant to, basically they're the sandbox, if you will. The, hey, I want to go play a game right now. None of the story missions are available just yet. But what these are, basically, let's see, which one do I want to do? Interpol office. I've been mostly doing the construction site. I could do this one here, but let's just do the construction site for right now because it seems to be fairly straightforward, although it is still extremely difficult. Can't change the difficulty yet, but as you can see, you have easy, medium, hard, and insane, which is called Bondborn, Hunt, and Leon, or Leon, if you will. And then there's different play styles, and I assume I don't think none of these are selectable right now, but I assume that you can check these off and say, hey, you need to be completely pacifist when you do this, or else you'll lose the game, or lose this particular map and whatnot, which is a very cool idea. I like this idea here. I'm not sure what MacGyver does, but I can pretty much figure out incognito, pacifist, ghost, and blitz. I'm not quite sure. Blitz, I'm guessing, is just like, just go in and just kill everything and be as loud as you want to be. So that's kind of an interesting take on it. Also, we have different game types. We have Cleaner, which is essentially go in and kill all the enemies on the map. Exfiltration, which is much as what you would expect it to be, is the opposite of infiltration. Basically, you've already infiltrated the area, and now you need to evacuate. You need to get to the pickup area without too much of a problem. And then Smash and Grab, which basically you go in and try to find pieces of intel and get back out again once you've gotten all that intel. For this one, I was going to do exfiltration, but Smash and Grab is kind of interesting, and I've been just practicing a little bit off camera. So let's just take a look at that one for right now, and then we'll just go right into the game here. So here's your loadouts. I like sort of the idea here, which is you've got the low profile loadout, which is the one I've been playing pretty much exclusively with. There's also a high profile one that's sort of the not high profile, but covert ops, which is basically you have low stealth, high armor, and all of your equipment slots are unlocked here, which just, it makes it much harder to remain stealthy throughout the level. Whereas this one, it's much easier to remain stealthy. So I've been going with the low profile right now. We've got 3 weapons at the moment, an Mark 23, a SR1 and a Walther PPK or something very similar to that. Obviously, it just says PPK because they probably don't have the license to call it any by its manufacturing. But I usually been taking that, and I've been taking some ballistic ammo. I haven't really been using the gun. I have used it a little bit, but it's not really anything to write home about yet. The gunplay is still very, very early. Then you've got some gadgets here. You've got a Banshee, which basically deafens the enemies in the area. So I usually take one of those. You've got a pager, which you can use basically as a means to. It's like throwing a rock in other games where it's just meant to distract or draw the attention of enemies towards it. So we'll put usually take 2 of those. I don't worry about the flashbang grenades. The frag grenades, as far as I know, are actually bugged out in this version of the game. They don't quite work. Flashbang I have not really used. I've used it in the tutorial. It's whatever. It is what it is. So let's launch. I'm trying to do this as stealthy as I can. So I try not to have too many of those things on there. So what is the story behind this is that you are and there's no audio yet, or I should say any voiceovers yet. It's just text on the screen. Let's come over here and just kind of hide out for a second so we can talk a little bit about the game. Or actually, I could probably just go from here. I can go up in that little area, I think, without being seen. I've played this map a few times right now, up to this point, just to really get used to the game mechanics. First thing you'll notice is that there's still a lot of movement problems, and a lot of problems with the geometry where I just sort of get hung up on walls, I get hung up on doorways, I get hung up on steps and various other things. Alright, so we can come in here and just kind of we'll get some intel actually right in here. That's interesting. That's the first time there's been intel in this room. There's some old computers here. I can just remove a modem from it. I'm not quite sure what the modem does for me yet. I don't even know if it's completely implemented in the game. But I usually just come in here and do that. But as you can see, it's still very early with a lot of the textures. And I mean, the textures aren't that bad. But a lot of the movement, the mouse movement here, you're in third-person view. It is very slow and lumbering. I'm moving the mouse actually quite far on my pad right now to move the viewport around. So the story itself is you are a member of a clandestine organization. And I want to talk about it now before I move on a little bit here. But you're a member of a clandestine organization. It's 1996. The Cold War has just ended. Basically, the wall has come down, and the Americans and the Russians, not Soviets anymore. Americans and the Russians have decided that they've been losing a lot of operatives for no apparent reason. They've been just getting killed, and they don't know why. So they decided to form this little clandestine organization. It has a name, and I forgot to write the name down. It's a very odd name for an organization. Anyway, let's wait for this guy to come back here. And wow, I just realized my mouse is not constrained to the window because I can see it moving around on my desktop yet. That'll be something they'll have to fix. Anyway, they've joined forces to make this clandestine operation or clandestine organization, and the goal is to basically find out what's going on with all these oops, okay. All right. Oh, you see their vision cones are kind of weird right now. Like, there's no way that guy saw me right there, but ooh, okay, here we go. Now my mouse is back inside the game window. That's what I wanted. I tried clicking there and it was out on the desktop. That's not good. And I can obviously pick up his weapon. I can't currently cannot do anything with as far as moving the bodies. I assume you'll be able to move bodies at some point in the future. So yeah, you're part of this clandestine organization. There's 2 members that you can take control of. This is Katya Kozlovov. She is the field op. And then you have a hacker, if I hit H here, by the name of Martin Sikorsky, something like that. And they are meant to work in tandem. So obviously this game is mostly based around co-op. It's got a really neat premise, right? One person plays as the hacker, the other plays as the infiltrator, and obviously the hacker is here to try to get access to various cameras and whatnot. So if we look at the tactical map here, the hacker can see everything, right, on the tactical map for the most part. There is, enemies do pop in and out. They have to be visible by something, usually by cameras or by the other player. For the most part, I say that I've seen, like, you can see there are enemies over here. Like, he's visible to a camera. This guy is not visible to a camera, but I can still see him. So it's interesting, to say the least. I'm not quite sure exactly what is and is not visible to the hacker. I think the idea is that everything should be visible, but I can imagine him putting things in here where it's not, make it a little bit more interesting, where you can't see everything all the time. But my objective as a hacker here is to basically click on things, and that tells me where the camera actually is. And you can see I've got a little Space Invader guy here, a little avatar, if you will, that I can use to navigate around the network using WASD keys. And when I move my avatar over the particular thing that I care about, I hit enter, and that gives me access to, in this case, the camera, which usually I go and these are unlabeled buttons, but basically this one means deactivate, from what I can tell. The other one just means exit out. So let's see if I can get back into that camera again. What I usually do is I usually disable them, and then I also turn them off, so I know in the tactical map I have them turned off. Actually, does that stay gray? Oh, it does stay gray. Okay, that's good. They weren't staying gray before, the cameras that was. So it's nice to see that that's working. But I usually turn them off anyway, just so they don't pop up in my view too much. And then let's see, we'll go over here. These are alarms. So obviously I could set off an alarm if I wanted to. I just want to be a dick like that. I don't want to, but that's the thing. There's also computers that I can hack. That one is not going to be hackable because I think I took the modem out of it, so I don't think I'll be able to access that. And it's just to access emails, the user account and whatnot, and I assume I don't need any of those right now. I assume there probably will be missions where you have to actually pop a modem into, like, the co-op, or the field operative would probably have to pop a modem or steal a modem out of one computer and pop it into one of these so that I could then access it and then be able to do my thing, because you can see there are nodes here that I can't access. So I think that's what you're supposed to do, is you take it out here, put it in there, and then gain access to various intel. Right now it looks like all the intel that I need to get, if I zoom out a little bit, it looks like all the intel I need to get is just paperwork on desks or VHS tapes and various other things like that. So I assume that that's more for future development. The other thing is, if I come over here now, I know that there was another camera around here. I think that there's one right here, obviously. So I want to get over there and turn that guy off, because that will ruin my day. Now it sounds like in the future. Now it doesn't seem to be implemented in these challenge maps, but it sounds like in the future, the hacker will also have to worry about network admins gaining access while they're doing. Oops! I just set that alarm off. I didn't even realize it. That's all right. I don't think anybody did anything. I don't think it really did anything. Some of these cameras I can leave alone for now. But the other thing I can do here is also tag all of these enemies so that the other player can then see them on their screen and be able to track them even through the walls, which is good. I need that right now. I have not gotten very far. Not gotten very far at all in this map. I usually get spotted right away, and it's quite unforgiving. As soon as you get spotted, you're pretty much done for. So let's come back into our exfiltrator here and see if I can get my way over there and maybe take these guys out stealthily. So you can hold control to go around corners, which I ballsed up there. Now the game does do you the courtesy of at least giving you an idea that people can see you. You saw it a little bit earlier where it will pop up the little hash warnings, and they will eventually grow red once you are spotted. You do have the ability to get out of sight again, and as long as you don't come back out the same spot where you went out of sight, you should be able to juke these guys. As you can see, this guy. So you see that the vision cones are kind of weird there, because he really shouldn't be able to see. Well, I guess he is looking this way, but a lot of times when they're facing away from you, it will appear as though that they can see you. Like somehow this guy saw me and his back is turned. I'm not sure how he saw me, but he did. And then we just come over here now. Now last time I did that, somehow an alarm went off. I guess this other guy saw him when I did that last time, and now he's gonna walk over this way again, I think. Well, where's he at? He's down in that pit. He's gonna come. I think he's coming back up right now. So I don't know if I can get this guy. Now the other thing is, you can see she just kneeled down there. Oh, yep, he's alerted because he sees the body. Now you see she's kneeling down right now. I cannot move her. Sometimes she gets stuck on geometry. Like I said, there's some geometry problems, and for some reason, if you stay still for a little bit, it's cool that the character will kneel down like that. But it does. As I said, she does get stuck, and tends to get stuck quite a bit. All right, this other guy is also alerted, so this is not going well. I think what I'm going to do here is, instead of going stealthy, I'm just going to try and take this guy out if I can. Nah, he's too far away, it looks like. Can't get a good lock on him. How about this other guy? That other guy is... I might be able to if I can get up here. That's the hard part. Alright, where's this guy going? Is he over there? I wonder if I can get around this way without being seen. Oh, nope, there's a guy right there. That's where that guy... he just came right around that corner just as I was walking there. Okay, is he going to walk around this way? There we go. Very good. Nice. I like that I can do takedowns from around corners like that while I'm still against the corner. All right, so we just got this one guy there. I saw another guy walking around. This guy's going to be a little bit more difficult to get at, I think, because he's right out in the middle of everything, and I'm stuck again. All right, let's see if we can, like this, because it's deceptive, right? You think you can get over there in time, but you really can't. Let's see which way he's facing here. So it looks like... Oh, there's another guy there. Okay, yeah, they brought another guy in, it looks like. Where's he at? Oh, he's right there. Can I take him out? No, he's too far away. Other guy's probably going to see me, I imagine. Oh, nope, get up. Alright, where's that guy going? He's going over there. There we go. Took him out. And then we'll come over this way a bit. There we go. All right. Nice. A little pistol whip in there. Good. Okay. Locate and secure intel. I did not secure any intel yet. I believe there is some up here. Can I put my weapon away? There we go. Very good. I believe there's some up here. There usually is anyway. Now I might be wrong. It might be more random. Also, you can hear the noise when you're walking around certain things. That actually, like generators and whatnot, from what I understand, that is going to be a thing in the later game where you can actually, as the hacker, you can cause things to, you can, spin up generators and whatnot that will cause loud noises, and I assume that will be there to suppress, gunfire and footsteps and other things. So there's no intel in here. Usually there's intel in here, but there's not this time. So where are all the intel flags at? Alright, there's one there. There's one down there. Where's the third one at? That is a good question. It says there's supposed to be 3 pieces of intel. Upper, ground, pit. Oh, there's one in the pit. Okay. Alright, well that makes sense. And there's also cameras down there. That's where that one guy came out of. Alright, so we will stay here on the ground for a moment. I can go around this way. It looks like this way is pretty well empty. I don't know where this camera is. What is that? What is that camera facing? Is my question. Where is it at on the map here? Is the other question. Let's see if I can. Okay, good. It zooms in as you get closer. That is helpful because the map can get really ridiculous of the network. Canal. Okay, yeah, that is. Ooh, there's a guy right there too. So yeah, let me mark him. Mark this guy too. All right, so that does have visibility on that whole area, which I kind of thought it would, because it's hard to tell if something's up high or low in here. It's very, you can't really. It's not like a height map where you can sort of tell things. It's got to kind of look at the stairways and go, oh, this might be up high, and it probably can see things. So let's turn that camera feed off, and let's turn the camera itself off and move it to a place where it can't see so easily, just in case. Just in case. I've had it where it actually, even though I've disabled the camera, occasionally it seems like it trips off people anyway. Like that last guy, I don't know how I got caught. I don't know if one of the other guards somewhere saw it and saw the body and came over, or if the camera that was there that I disabled still was able to detect them. I'm not quite sure. But that is what I have, so let's come over this way and see what I can do. So like I said, it's still very, very early in development, and it's if there's one thing I would say that's kind of really bad right now. Oh, here we go. We can add a modem to this. All right. What does that get me? I've never tried this before, so I'm just curious to see what it looks like. So did that just come online then? Looks like it. Okay, so if I come over here now. There we go. It's up here. So what does that get me? Alright, we're going through password cracking. One of the things that apparently was the thing here, this was tripping me up earlier on another map. I kept typing the password in, like it says the password's afternoon. I kept typing it in. That doesn't work. I just noticed that there was a post about that on their website, on their forums. You actually have to click on it, and then it should work. Very good. As you can see, the old 90s style style email thing here. It's almost like a oh, what was that? Not Fedora. Eudora. It's sort of like that. That was an old school email client. Harbor area with the trailers and material ground. So I don't want to hear any damn complaints from any of your guys tonight. Get your turn inside tomorrow. Shift assignment, and then damn near had to fend off my wife physically to get to work tonight. She's worried about Monday's attack in the newspaper. She's terrified the perpetrators might show up again while I'm on duty. Blah blah blah. Hope that isn't the guy that I just killed. All right, let's quit out of that, or edit. How do I get back out of this? Oh, log out. There we go. It's like the 90s all over again. All right, so we got that. That's pretty cool. So I guess I can I take my modem back? Oh yeah, I can. All right. All right. I like the idea of what's coming down here. It looks. This is one of those games where even though it's very early on, I can see sort of what they're trying to go for, and it looks pretty awesome. Okay, that camera is disabled. Hopefully, hopefully that's one of the ones I disabled. This is an alarm panel, which I could sabotage it. Yep, that works. Just to make sure. Alright, so where do these guys... Which direction are they going right now? Oh, you know what? This intel... Oh, no, it's over there. Okay, I was going to say, it looked like it was over here, the flag. There's... Looks like a box or something there. Maybe boxes? So I think I can come around this way and get over to that container, that shipping container. Or whatever it is. Oh, no, it's wood pallets. Okay. Or wood planks, I mean. Plywood. Plywood it is. Oh, no, there is a metal box over there. Okay. That's good. So, okay. Alright, which way... Okay, this guy's walking this way now. Alright. And... now he's going that way. Alright. Yeah, now, for some reason, my character just stopped walking against that wall. I don't know why. Even though I said move around the wall with control. Just stop doing it. Oh, these guys can see each other as they walk by. There's another guy over there that I didn't see before. Oh, she's stuck again. Is he gonna see me? He's gonna see me. Alright, this is a bad spot to be in. A very bad spot. Can I hit this guy while he walks around here? Is that possible? Yep. Oh, he kind of glitched out a little bit there. But all right, let's get off this wall before this other guy sees me. All right, got across the way there. So let's see what we've got as far as cameras and other things going on here. So does that other guy show up on the... No, he doesn't. Or unless that's him. Oh, it might be him here, moving around. Let's just mark these guys since they're in the general vicinity. And let's see if I can get over to this camera just to make sure I'm staying ahead of the game here. Like I said, I think this would be quite good as a co-op game, because you got two people just working together. They can't really see each other except in, they have different views of each other. And I would imagine there's going to be some kind of voice comm Otherwise, it's going to be... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. Even if there wasn't a voice comm, I imagine you'd be able to still send messages and whatnot to one another. So maybe that's what they're going for there. It works one way or the other. Yeah, that's the guy that's walking around there. So I marked him off. You can't see this guy. He's right on the edge. And then this guy, I've got some room to maneuver here. But what I need first is this piece of intel. Now that this guy is moving out of the way here. Apparently I walked right by it. Alright, so let's come back this way, since that guy should be getting out of range very shortly. Visually anyway. Oh, nope, okay. Gotta go around this way. I thought she was going to walk right off the edge there. Thankfully it kept me on solid ground. So where's this intel at? Oh, it must be on this table here. Yep, there, I just saw it. There we go. Intel. Alright, so now we can get back over here into the relative shadows. Let's see if I can get over to this number 1 guy. So was that, okay, yeah. Find and secure intel 1 of 3. Alright, now which way is this guy going? So he's walking this way right now. Now how far does he walk? Does he walk just to the edge of that and then turn around? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we should be able to get over there and do some things. Oh, there's a guy right over there now. It's kind of following up behind him. See if I can get to this guy before he turns around. That would be quite nice. Okay, good. The other thing I haven't mentioned is that you can mantle up on top of a lot of these things. You've probably been seeing it. In fact, you see it right now. I can actually climb up on top of most things, even if even if it requires jumping a little bit. But I haven't been doing that because it is, like I said, you get stuck very easily right now. So I'm trying not to do too much there with that. Now, there's a camera right there that I need to get at very quickly. Okay, good. Let's turn that off. Thank you. Move back this way. Surprised the camera didn't see me. Given where it's at, given its position there. Alright, so what else do we got? Alarm panels there. There's a camera over this way, which I don't think is going to be a problem, but I'd rather take it out than be sorry. Especially since I don't have network people to worry about. And then the same with this one. Alright, there. Good. Turn that off as well. Alright. And what else do we got going on here? So this guy's just walking around doing his thing. So I'm not going to worry too much about him. I do need to get to the other intel. So where's the other intel at? I think it's all... Is there one right there? Oh, there is one right there that I need to get at. So I probably am going to have to worry about him. I need to worry about this camera as well. Because I'm not quite sure, again, as I said, I'm not quite sure where they're at in relation to... Are they up high? Or are they down low? Can't really tell half the time. So that's disabled. And what is this one? Construction entrance. We'll disable that one as well. For now, why not? We're right there next to it. This one here I also want to get at. Make sure we've got our tracks covered quite a bit. Turn that around. This looks like it's up on a roof or something here. Let me mark that guy. And this one, just in case. I'll leave those two unmarked for now. I don't think I need to go all the way over that way anyway. I just want to get to this thing. Oh, I can only have... Oh, it looks like I can only have 3 of them marked at any one time. Oh, okay, so that's a limitation. Gotta keep mindful of that. Yeah, can only have 3 marked at any time. Alright. It's good to know. It's good to know. Alright, so I got to somehow get over there. How does one get over there? Is there a bridge here somewhere? Oh, looks like there's one right there. Where this guy's at. Okay. And then what does that get me? Can I get over there from there? Looks like there's stairs, so yeah, probably. Okay. So I gotta come around this way, so what I should do is mark this guy. Alright, because this is the next one on my list here. I've got all the cameras knocked out there. So let's head on over that way. Let's see what I can... Yeah, there's the gangplank there. And we'll come on over. It's all apparently all wooden. That's strange. Oh, this guy's almost looking right at me here. Okay, come on. Move along. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, this is going to be a problem because he's visible to those other guys. So I need to wait for him to be at a point where he's not as easily visible. So maybe I can take him out as he comes around this corner. Yep. Oh, that guy still sees... So somehow that guy still sees the body there, which is not good. Alright. I wonder... see, one thing I noted from the... oh. Is there a guy? Oh, there's guys over there. I didn't even know that. Oh, they're probably... I wonder if they're the ones that saw the body. Guys that were over there. Eesh. Yikes. Alright. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh, now there's a guy over there? How did he get over? Oh. Ew. This is not going well. Okay. Oh, now there's 2 guys there. Great. So I'm going to take this guy out now. Oh, nope, there's 2 of them over there. Alright. Okay, well, he's sort of walked away a little bit. So let's see if we can come over here now. Just get away from them. Let's just take this guy out. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. He didn't see me after all. See, it is a little bit buggy. Where it says that he saw you, but he really didn't. Or at least not long enough for it to be useful. Okay, that guy walking around this way now. Let him do his little patrol. Hopefully it doesn't come this way. I don't think it does. I think it just goes right around there where those steps are. I think I have to go up those steps, I'm guessing. This is the furthest I've gotten in the game, so I have no clue. Oh. I think those other guys across the way found that guy again. Okay. Okay, Katya, let's work with me, girl. Oh, oh, oh. Alright. Gotta walk around a weird path here. Yeah, somehow it was... Oh, 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 oh. How are... Oh, there's a guy right there. Okay. Oh. I didn't even see that other guy. Oh, well. And that is how difficult it actually is. That is the furthest I've gotten so far in any of these maps. It is what it is. I would have liked to show you some more of the maps, but it's running a little bit long. I think you get the idea, though. Let's go back to the main menu. As you can see, the disclaimer about it being in early access here. Some of the other things here, solo, you can see there's 4 sites here. I've done the construction site, that's what you just saw. The tutorial is what you would expect it to be. This one I did a little bit as well. Couldn't get very far in it. Helios microcomputing I haven't even looked at. Interpol office haven't even looked at, because I assume that they're even harder than the one I just did. I know that this one right here was even harder than the one I just did, so I assume it's increasing in challenge difficulty there. And I was doing exfiltration on this one, which is kind of cool. Cleaner, I can only imagine. It's given how weird some of the vision cones are at the moment, I can only imagine how difficult that must be. But that is my look at Clandestine. It is a game by Logic Artists. Now here's the kicker here. Even though this is an early access game and is very, very early, version 0.2, it is $30 for 1 copy and $50 for 2. So it is quite expensive. I would say for that price, you're gonna want to wait. You're gonna wait quite some time for this to bake a little bit more, because like I said, what's there is interesting. I can see what concepts they're going for. And I can imagine that once you get into co-op, that it's probably ridiculously fun. But with the high price tag and all the bugs that are in there right now, and the relative lack of content, I would imagine that you're not going to be able to get a stranger to co-op with you for quite some time until perhaps the game goes further along in its development. But that has been my look at Clandestine. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.